Okay, now that that's done, let's start getting our salad and our vegetable ready. Well, first off, I need to ask my husband what vegetable he wants. Do you want smashed cauliflower or asparagus?
Either one is fine. Are you going to make new Spanish?
Yeah, I'm going to make...
Oh, I'd rather have the asparagus, if that's all right.
You want the asparagus?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do asparagus tonight, so I don't need to show you that because I've already done it. I'm going to do it the same way in the toaster oven, olive oil.
Show them the mash, that's fine too.
I can hold off on the smashed and do that another day. So we're going to have asparagus instead of cauliflower, which is better. Asparagus pairs really well with red meat, whereas cauliflower pairs with almost everything. So we're going to change it up and have the asparagus. That's going to take no time. I just need to make sure I have enough asparagus, or I'm going to be running to the grocery store really fast for an asparagus. And I do have enough asparagus. Less than a week ago, I went to Aldi's, and our Aldi's has changed over what it was like last year and made it much bigger with a much, much better selection of groceries. And this is just their packaged asparagus. Edward, stop. So this is going to be enough for both of us. This is baby fine asparagus. So you don't need to cook it as long as you would for the thicker ones. This will cook in about 10 to 15 minutes. So let's just prepare this. Edward, enough. Are you hungry? Edward, are you hungry? Get your nose out of there. Okay, with asparagus, you should always break the bottom, and I was having a hard time doing that with the big one. And I'm just throwing the ends of the asparagus out. And the reason I'm doing that is they're not good for anything. You could save them for an asparagus soup, but I'm not doing that because I don't have enough. I'm going to let them out. They're barking, so I'll be right back. For some reason, he wanted to go out. So let me go grab the pan, and I'm going to start the toaster oven. Basically, what you want to do is set your oven to about 375 degrees. You can go 350, but 375 is better. And you can do this one of two ways. You can do it in a normal oven, or if you're lucky and have a toaster oven, you can definitely do it in the toaster oven. And it's a lot easier to do it in the toaster oven, I find out, than the main oven. Especially if you're not cooking anything else that needs to go in the oven. Why heat up an entire oven and then heat up your house? So, what I always do is I always line my sheet with aluminum foil. You don't need to spray this because what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to take our asparagus and rub it in oil and garlic. I'm going to show you guys again how to do this. I know there's a couple of videos of me doing this. This is just a basic step. What you're going to do is you're going to spread out your asparagus. And you just want to space it out enough so that it's not on top of one another. Like that. Then take your olive oil and just drizzle it all over your asparagus. And then with your clean hands, you're just going to mix it. And what I usually do is I'll put it in a little pile like that. Let me rinse my hand. can you watch the dogs for a second? I can't do 3 things at once. I'm going to get some garlic. I'm going to flip you guys around. And I'm going to use minced garlic. You can use chopped garlic, minced garlic. It really doesn't matter. It's just a preference taste. I'm going to put you guys down. You guys are going to be out of... I'm not going to be on camera for a second, but you'll hear me. And I've already opened this one, so I know that that's good garlic. Using a teaspoon, I just measure out about how much I think I would like to put in there, and I don't think I'm going to put all of that in there. Because you just want a hint of garlic. Garlic also has potassium in it, so you want to be kind of careful. As a matter of fact, all vegetables in the onion family are higher in potassium. And since we're kind of watching the potassium levels, the fresh asparagus will be fine. Now that my asparagus is ready, I'm just going to put that off to the side. You don't want to put this in too early because it's only going to take about 10 minutes to fully cook. So don't start your asparagus until you're about ready to put your lamb chops on the grill. And the lamb chops are going to cook a little bit less time than this. We are going to put Parmesan cheese on this for the last couple of minutes of the cook. And my husband and I might simultaneously be doing stuff because I'm going to get my salad ready while he gets his salad ready. And I'm going to give him a good area. I'm going to move this over and ask him which side of the island he wants. Do you want over here or do you want over there?
The thing isn't even warm yet. It doesn't matter. You can make yours and then I'll make mine.
Okay, I'm going to make mine first. So,
Come on, guys.
so let me go grab my cucumber. I'm going to stop this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have my cucumber. Let's get started with this. This is a simple cucumber dish to do. It has vinegar in it and a little bit of sugar, which is fine since it's for me and not for my husband because he does not like cucumbers. And this is a very, very refreshing salad, especially in the summertime or when you don't want to do a green leaf salad. Now, in the earlier video, I explained of my lactose intolerant problem. I do have digestive issues, especially with salads. Cucumbers, not so much, although I do need to watch the vinegar because the vinegar will actually increase my heartburn later on. So what we're going to do is with a vegetable peel, we're just going to peel our cucumber. It's pretty much explanatory of how to peel a cucumber. Think of it as a potato, you're just taking off the skin. And you always want to make sure if you're not using homegrown cucumbers, and right now, since we're still in April, nothing is growing here in Illinois. So you want to just be mindful if you buy these at the grocery store that they have a lot of wax on it, and that's just to keep the cucumber looking fresh so people will buy it. And how do you tell a good cucumber from a bad cucumber? Well, if it's really soft, that means that the cucumber is overripe. If the cucumber has some firmness to it and is green, that means it's a good cucumber and it'll last about 5 days in your refrigerator. You have to remember cucumbers are mostly water. So they're gonna... Lacey, I'm not... So they're not gonna handle as long as some other vegetables. once you have your cucumber all peeled, and I'm going to move you guys down for this, you're going to need a bowl. And I'm going to grab my little cutting board. Move this up here. I'm going to use just a paring knife. And you're going to cut both ends of your cucumber off and discard those. You don't want those. Now, depending on how thick of a slice, and I used to have a machine that would do this, but we're just gonna make slices about that thickness, which is not too thick. It's less than 1/4 of an inch. You don't want to make them so thick that they're in big chunks. I mean, obviously, if you like cucumbers like that, you could certainly do that. And you want to do this ideally about half an hour to 45 minutes before you're ready to sit down and eat. And I'm going to start putting these in the bowl. And this is something my grandmother would make quite often with me growing up. She knew I was not a huge fan of salads because I pretty much ate them 7 days a week with my father when I was growing up, and she was mindful of that. So this was something different because this is something my dad would not eat, cucumber. So we're just gonna slice out our thing. Ideally, you don't want to have a big bowl like this. You want to have like a smaller bowl. You don't want to go too small with your bowl. And I'll show you what we're going to do. And we're just going to finish slicing these. And I'm going to add these to the bowl. So now we have all of our cucumber slices. Now what you want to do is you want to grab your salt and you just want to salt the cucumbers. You don't want to pepper them, just salt them for right now. Edward, you need to stop. And then what you want to do is you want to put a plate. And ideally you want to go with a plate that's a little bit smaller than your bowl. And I think I grabbed too big of a bowl. I'm wondering if he wants to eat.
That's what I'm going to do.
Is give him some chicken. Sorry, my little guy is a little bit annoying tonight. Oop. I almost dumped you guys out. I don't have a plate for him. But I'm going to wash a smaller saucer. And the reason being that I'm going to wash a small saucer is because the medium-sized plate was a little bit too big for the bowl. And you'll understand once I do this recipe what's going on. And you want to make sure that both your plate and your bowl are clean. And this one is. I'm just going to give it another little spray of salt. Because this is actually the dish that my dog eats off of with this canned food. Alright, now I'm going to dry out off the plate. And this is going to be a much better bowl for this. So you've already salted your cucumber. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put the plate, and that fits perfectly like that. You're just going to put it upside down, and you're going to put these off to the side and forget about them for about 20 minutes. What's going to happen after 20 minutes is your cucumbers are going to release a lot of their water. You're going to dump that out, and then you're going to rinse your cucumbers in water. And then I will show you what we're going to do next. So, we've got our I've got my cucumber salad. The asparagus is all ready, and my lamb chops are in the microwave chilling out. The grill is lit. Now what we need to do is we need to start doing actual cooking. So I'll be right back once I get the grill ready to go.